Hey, hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, so welcome to Yacc, yet another Crowcast, where I pick a game, I play it for a week, and then I'll talk about it. This week's game is 1080 Snowboarding for the N64. It was released in 1998, and it's a snowboarding game. Developed by Nintendo AID and published by Nintendo, and also be some spoilers up ahead, just so you know, but first a little backstory. So I can't remember exactly if this was a rental or if I played it at a friend's house, but this week at work I was so bored because there was literally nothing to do on a couple of occasions. So I went online and was looking for a gaming t-shirt because I obviously need some new t-shirts. So I found that the page that I was shopping at had a retro gaming session, so I left with a game instead of a t-shirt. At the start of the game you get the Nintendo 64 logo and associated trademarks of snowboarding brands, and after that the announcer dictates the title, and Kizuki Kimachi, a snowboarding character within the games, goes down the slope, followed by a helicopter, and a heavy metal track is playing in the background, which I assume has growling in Japanese, and then you're prompted to press the start button. And after that you have a couple of options. You have match race, time attack, trick attack, contest, 2-player versus, training, and options. But first some trainings. You can select between Kizuki Kimachi from Japan, Akira Hayami also from Japan, Rob Haywood from the US, Dion Blaster from the UK, and Ricky Winterboard from Canada. And all the riders have different stats as well, such as technique, max speed, balance, power, and jump. And then you get to select the board, which also has stats to it. Edge control, acceleration, response, stability, and flex. And then you get to select your footing, which is regular or goofy. And that means right or left. So in the training area you have two options. Either you go into the half pipe to the left or the free ride on the right. And this session is, well, meant to teach you how to play the game. You do tricks, and you have like a move set or a list set, if that makes sense. So after a bit of training, I went into the match races. You can select between normal 4, hard 5, and expert 6. So you have 3 tries to make it down the mountain and beat your opponent. And this game is very unforgiving. It doesn't hold your hand, and it's basically not that fair. If you mess up a bit, then you're pretty much done. You have to retry the level. So on the screen you also have a timer, speed, damage, and a map of the slope. So I never made it far in the match races, so I tried contest instead. And contest is basically like slalom. You have to go through gates, and that's pretty much it. So at this point I realized I wasn't really good at the game at all. I couldn't even basically stick a landing. So apparently you're supposed to tilt the joystick and tap the C button while impacting the snow to make a good landing. This isn't told anywhere in the game, but in fact it's in the manual. So I tried to get better at the game, and I eventually got a little bit better, but yeah, it was a struggle for me. So I played the game on and off this week, and I went through the levels. I tried another mode called Big Air, where you're supposed to make one big jump for score, and yeah, that's about it for the game. So gameplay. This game is about snowboarding, so you snowboard. Control, the left stick is movement and acceleration, the A button crouches, and while releasing you jump. The B button does tricks, the C up button does the camera, L1 is crouch, the stop button pauses, and R1 does rotate the snowboard. There are a couple of other things to the tricks. You rotate the stick to do things in the half pipe and whatnot, but that's about it. Graphics. The graphics are pretty good for Nintendo 64. The character animations are pretty nice. And the clothing is also affected by the wind speeds, which is a fine little detail. Sound and music. Kenta Nagata made a soundtrack for this game. I really like the Rider Select theme. And this soundtrack is all over the place. It has hip-hop, simulated metal tracks with sampling, and it's really good. Easter egg, secrets, and glitches. Select any character and go to Crystal Peak. Go down the slope until you see an air balloon on the right side, jump over the fence, and you will be out of bounds. There are a couple of places where you can go out of bounds, but it's not really helpful at all for gameplay. While on the character select screen, select Robert Haywood while holding the right C button, and if done correctly, you unlock the Panda Rider. You can also unlock a penguin board, which is just basically a penguin that you snowboard on. So in conclusion I wrote, maybe not. So I really wish I was good at this game, but I'm not. The music is really great and the control feels responsive. However, I don't think I can recommend this game. Maybe play SSX or the sequel to this game called Avalanche. Anyway, thank you for listening and or watching, and take care.